Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell notification. And I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews. That $40-ish and $100 range. Most of these are way less than that. And a good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. I was out of town the other day in Bradenton. You know I hit up those rack stores over there. I was in Burlington shopping around. They had quite the spread. I was looking at all the fragrances. There was one that I almost picked up. I think it was by Milestone. It was called Black something. And then I decided to go to the clearance section and put down that other one that I saw, because I saw Exotic Memory, which is an exquisite embroidery by Yves Saint Laurent clone, and I found it for $14.99 at Burlington. The little emblem there is stuck on there somehow. It's a fingerprint magnet. I just sprayed this thing, so it's got all that mess on there. Let me see if I can clean it up for you real quick. Quite shiny, obviously. The cashier lady said, "Wow, this is a really heavy bottle," and I was like, "You know it." And atomizer cap slides pretty decent into place, but I feel like it's going to wear out over time. The atomizer, to my surprise, was pressurized. This one sometimes misses the stem. After I am done spraying it, sometimes it has a hard time clicking back in it, but it's a nice pressurized atomizer. And what you're going to get in this thing is it's quite sweet. It's spicy, sweet, rose, oud, patchouli, almost vanilla, almost amber, coming from that sweetness. It opens up, like, I looked up the notes on this and looked up the notes on Exquisite Embroidery, and they just so happen to be absolutely identical. And it's something like it opens up with nutmeg and ginger, and the heart of it is like patchouli and rose, and the base is oud and musk. Something like that. I'm like 95% close if I wasn't 100% right there. And that's all accurate in this. But I might say that there's like a sweetness, like a vanilla or amber kind of a sweetness that's going on in here. Basically, when I smelled it, it reminded me of two fragrances, almost mixed together. First, it reminded me of this. And I was like, there's something else. There's something besides the Stronger With You DNA that's going on in this thing that it's reminding me of. And then reminding me of this. Somehow taking the spicy leathery aspects, the spicy leathery woody aspects of this, and mixing it with the sweetness of this one, and then something like this was coming out. So if you like that Stronger With You kind of a fragrance feel, if you like that baby cat kind of a feel, then you're gonna like this. The one awesome thing that I can say about this thing is it hangs on. At least this batch code. Get it to focus. That's gonna be, there we go. If you get this batch code, I'm telling you now, it's a performer. A lot of these Milestones are so hit or miss, and some of them perform great, some performs good, and some of them really don't. They just don't. Like the Dolce & Gabbana, like the Orient Musk and the Desert Oud and stuff. On me, they just don't. On some of you guys, they do. And it could be a batch code variation or whatever. But this one really does. I sprayed on my shirt, and the next day, it was clearly detectable on my shirt. Didn't have to like get up. It's like, hold that shirt, and it is there, loud and proud. And it wasn't many sprays. It was like 4 or 5 sprays, and it was hanging on there. And then when it dries down, it gets even smoother, richer, and creamier, and the quality starts to come out even more. This has, you know, it opens up hugely synthetic, especially with the spiciness. It has that typical Middle Eastern spicy thing going on, but it's not too loud. And the oud in this is a really soft, rich oud, but it's very present at the same time. The patchouli plays a heavy role in here, that dark earthiness, but it's that sweetness that really gives this thing the character. The sweetness mixed with that patchouli. The oud and the rose kind of being the body of this thing. So if you're into those kind of sweet, rich, creamy, oud, smooth fragrances, then you might want to check this one out. The problem is, this time of year in America, it is not the perfect fragrance, right? But if it's like really rainy, or if it's evening or whatever, like, I'm gonna wear this thing at night, there's no doubt about it, if I'm going to an air-conditioned place or something, because I like the smell of it that much. But if you're in the southern hemisphere, you're entering into winter and stuff like that, so this is gonna work well for you. But right now, the recording of this in June 2024, where it's like crazy hot outside right now, then this isn't gonna be the outdoorsy kind of fragrance that you're looking for. But regardless, it's worth picking up because you don't know if you're gonna see it again or when you're gonna see it again, you know, so that's what's going on in my mind with this one. Overall rating, right now, I haven't wore it that many times. I can tell it's a good performing fragrance, and I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 because just by the smell of it, it's at least a 6.5 or a 7. It smells really, really good. I guarantee you this is a compliment magnet. There's no doubt there. And that performance, I'll notch it up just a little bit there. The projection and the sillage also seems to be quite good on this one. So, cooler weather, evening, date night, sexy, youthful, kind of a fragrance. You know, it's that sweet, playful kind of a thing, date night type of a fragrance. And if you're looking for something like that, I mean, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can pull this thing off, but it just leans more on the playful, youthful side of things. This is going to be a good one for you. So with that, I'm out. And that's my final thoughts on Exotic Memories. So I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.